Greetings and welcome. This is Rajiv Makni on the Gadget 360 show, and just look at what happened this week. The new generation of Apple Silicon announced called M2, the new redesigned MacBook Air powered by the M2, a soft refresh for the 13-inch MacBook Pro, then the Dizo Watch D, extremely affordable smartwatch, premium build, amazing features, 14 days battery life. Can you guess the price of this one? 1,999. Yes, a great watch at under 2,000 rupees. We'll take you through all the features. And speaking of great stuff, I've got some stuff from Braun from the house of Gillette. So everybody knows this is an iconic household name. A special look at 3 of the best trimmers and electric razors from Braun. And then an incredible service, A3 charge, power bank rental. Yes, a new service which provides on-the-go solution for charging your smartphone. So great show, amazing stories. Let's get started.
Nothing has finally put an exact date on the launch of its first smartphone. The Phone 1 will launch on 12th July in an in-person event which will be held in London. The event will also be live streamed as well. Earlier this year in March, the company had teased a few details about the phone along with the reveal of the Nothing OS launcher.
And our top story is the story that's been making news all over the world. WWDC, Apple's biggest event of the year till now. Loads of software update announcements along with 3 big and very surprising hardware announcements. Usually WWDC doesn't have hardware announcements. And I think the biggest one was Apple Silicon, the new processor called the M2. A new redesigned MacBook Air has now been announced, which is powered by this M2. So the shape is completely different. The wedge shape is now gone, which I think is finally yes, please, because it's become so old. But the design is now very similar to the new MacBook Pro. It's only 11.3 mm thick and weighs a little over 1.2 kgs. Then the 13-inch MacBook Pro, also new, but it looks exactly the same. So same old design, same specs, just gets the new M2 processor, so not too exciting. Lots more happened out there. Let's take a look.
The WWDC 2022 was packed up to the brim when it came to updates. These updates were mostly in the form of software with loads and loads of quality of life improvements in iOS, iPadOS and macOS. But with all this, it does not mean that there were no hardware announcements. There were 2 very exciting ones and one that was rather confusing. Let's start with the 2 exciting ones, shall we? Apple announced the next generation of their SoC called the M2. It's built with the same target of providing the maximum power with maximum possible efficiency. It has a 50% higher bandwidth speed of 100 GB per second than the M1. The unified memory of the graphics and RAM will now go up to 24 GB instead of 16 GB M1 is capable of. And when it comes to performance, it will be 18% faster than M1 while consuming the same power and can be even faster overall when it consumes higher wattage. And the first product to get the M2 is a redesigned MacBook built around the M2, which is the new MacBook Air. Gone is the wedge shape. This new MacBook Air looks like an extremely slimmed down version of the new MacBook Pros. 11.3 mm slim to be exact. It also weighs just 1.2 kgs. The corners are curved with the lid flattened. It comes in 4 colors: space grey, silver, starlight and midnight. It supports MagSafe fast charging, has 2 USB-C ports and a high impedance headphone jack on the other side. The keyboard looks very similar to the one on the MacBook Pro. The speakers are integrated behind the keyboard, which means no perforation on the sides of the keyboard. As for the display, it has a notch with slimmer bezels, taking the size to 13.6 inches. It is 25% brighter than the previous MacBook Air. And the notch also houses the new 1080p webcam, the same as the new MacBook Pro. Purely in terms of performance, it is 25% faster in performance than the previous MacBook Air, 20% faster with photo editing, 40% faster and better with video editing. It sports a fanless design and the battery life is very much the same as the M1 MacBook Air. But the price is not the same. This MacBook Air is more expensive at 1,19,900. This is something expected, but at the same time, it is not as easy to recommend it as it was for the M1 MacBook Air when it was launched. And the M1 MacBook Air, in a very weird move, is now more expensive, as it costs 99,900 instead of its launch price of 92,900. Now, time for the less exciting upgrade, the 13-inch MacBook Pro. It is completely unchanged in its design, display and battery. The only change is the M2 processor, which gives it the same upgrades that the M2 MacBook Air has in terms of performance, power, RAM and graphics, but everything else remains the same. It starts at 1,29,900, which ends up making it pretty pointless. It does not make sense for most people over the M2 MacBook Air, and if you were to upgrade it, the price is a lot closer to the 14-inch MacBook Pro, which will be a much better laptop in every aspect. And that's it. The hardware announcements were interesting and exciting for the most part, except the one which made little sense, as a 13-inch MacBook Pro will be sticking out like a sore thumb in the lineup. But at the same time, M2, however minor of an upgrade it may seem to be, continues to change what an average everyday machine is capable of doing. We are excited to try it out and even more excited to showcase our experience with it to you.
Now let's move on to a product that impressed us all, the Dizo Watch D. Flips the script on budget products. So slim dial made of metal with glass curving into the dial, and then 1.8-inch display. It's a huge display with 550 nits of brightness. It's a good looking watch, battery life of 14 days. And what's the price? 1,999. This is epic.
While budget products are common in a country like India, some products come along that flip the script with what they provide and what they cost. And the product we have today fits that narrative. This is the Dizo Watch D, and it costs a lot less relative to the sheer number of features that it provides. And in the next few minutes, you will see exactly how that is. It all starts with the design. The Watch D sports a rectangular dial. The glass on the front curves and melts into the metal sides. It looks amazing and it feels even better. The dial is slim and the strap connected on either side is extremely soft and lightweight. So, wearing the watch for the entire day or more is pretty easy, and the entire package comes well sealed with water resistance going up to 5 ATM. Sounds impressive? Well, we haven't got to the display yet, which looks beautiful. It measures 1.8 inches, which is the biggest you will find in the sub 3,000 rupee price segment. It also gets immensely bright, achieving 550 nits of brightness, making it easily visible even under the tropical sun. As for what you see on the screen, with 150 watch faces available, you are free to put on the screen what you like best. And the UI? It's responsive, simple, and easy to go through quickly. Flipping to the back of the watch, there are sensors for tracking SpO2 levels and heart rate. The watch can also keep a track of the user's sleep and the amount of water they have consumed. But the real delight is workout tracking. The watch can track 110 different workouts, from simple ones like walking, running or cycling to complicated ones like gymnastics, yoga or hiking. The Dizo Link app is used to connect the watch to the smartphone. Plus, all the reports, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly or yearly, for all the data tracked by the watch are made available through the app. And all of this might seem like it consumes a ton of battery. It does, but the watch still manages to last for 14 days straight after being charged to 100% from the magnetic charger that comes with it. And given all of what it can do, it comes in at a very special launch price of just 1,999 rupees. And at such a price, it is an absolute no-brainer. The Dizo Watch D is an extremely easy watch to recommend.
So how did Dizo do it? How did they actually manage to make a watch this good at this price? Well, let's go and find out from Dizo itself. So I reviewed the watch for you. I told you it's a very, very impressive watch, and I also promised you we'll speak to the CEO. He's with us right now. Let's find out a little bit more about the product. Good to have you here. We just reviewed it. We're very impressed with this. Aggression in features, aggression in price point. But I've got to find out a lot more. I want to talk about the brand, the people behind it. But first, let's start off with the watch. So like I said, we just reviewed it. We totally loved it. Tell us a little bit more about this product. Why this product? What's the USP in it? How does it differentiate from the rest of all the stuff in the market?
So the watch that we are launching today is called Dizo Watch D. It has a 1.8-inch TFT LCD display, which is the biggest dial in the segment. When I say biggest dial, it's actually 15% bigger than the standard smartwatch size, which is available across in the market.
And you know, while we've been very impressed, and our review said it, that, this is a great watch, the price point also is staggeringly good, right? So at under 2,000 rupees to get a watch with this display, this size, this kind of overall performance and all the features is quite amazing, right? You've done a great job with taking out a watch at this price point. Is the price aggression part of your strategy? Is this one of those things where you want, har Indian ke paas smartwatch honi chahiye and it should be a Dizo? What's the thought process? The price aggression usually means a product that is compromised. This is not a compromised watch. So what's the business strategy here?
Rajiv, again, coming to, let's say, our mission, Dizo's mission as a brand is to provide smart tech life for every different you. We are a part of the Realme Tech Life ecosystem, which means if the smartphone is a hub, we are trying to build an AIoT ecosystem around it so that every consumer is able to adapt into smart devices. One of the many reasons why, again, we say is that we want to popularize tech among the masses. So we're bringing in the best tech that is available there and the first ones to bring in affordable pricing for the consumer, because we understand that there is a huge wristwatch segment base which is there among consumers and everybody is looking towards a smartwatch today. And Dizo wants to be the first one to carry out this journey of every consumer moving from a wristwatch to, let's say, a smartwatch.
So let's look forward to all that you will be announcing. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Congratulations. We enjoyed the product and we look forward to a whole lot more. Good to speak to the people actually behind the product, but now let's move on to something that really impressed us. Braun trimmers and electric razors. Now, Braun is of course a brand that is from the house of Gillette, household name, iconic name. And these three amazing products are the XT3, MGK3 and the BT5. XT3 comes with a 4D blade on the front, waterproof design, precise and efficient blade where all the parts are capable of executing 450 movements per second. MGK3, 6-in-1 trimmer and has 13 different configurable lengths to maintain trim or shave off the beard. The BT5 is the most premium of the lot and it comes with a Gillette razor in the box for the fine corner and edges and 39 different configurable lengths, all controlled by a dial. Let's take a look. These are some really good instruments.
Tech with hygiene is all about making things quicker while also doing them better. And today we are taking a look at Braun. A century-old German consumer products manufacturer is currently a sister company to Gillette. We have 3 new exciting products for cutting, maintaining and styling men's beards. Braun Series XT3, the MGK3 and the BT5. And in the next few minutes, you will know how to take care of the beard quicker and better. Let's start with the Series XT3. It is an electric razor and 1-blade trimmer. The 4D blade on the front is amazing for an easy shave. The trimmer is entirely waterproof, so washing it away after using it is as easy as it gets. The electric razor is slim and lightweight. With tiny feet on the back, it can be placed anywhere safely. With the 3 combs available in the box, one can either shave, trim or edge the beard, all with this one device. The blade itself is extremely precise and efficient, consisting of 2 side trimmers and 2 central shaving zones, which combined make 450 movements per second. And it is powered by a rechargeable battery that lasts for 45 minutes on a single charge. Now let's talk about the trimmer that just does everything one might need. The MGK3 is a 6-in-1 trimmer. It takes care of all the trimming needs, be it the face, beard, nose or ears. It also sports a wider trimming head, meaning more hair are cut with every stroke. And it also offers over 13 lengths starting from 0.5mm to 21mm. The sharpness of the blades will last a lifetime and the battery will last 50 minutes on a single charge. Now the BT5 is the one that goes super premium. It comes with an efficient wide trimming head and a precision dial which can configure the trimmer to any of the 39 different lengths available. Trimming the beard through this trimmer gets incredibly easy. The sharpness of blades will again be maintained for a lifetime. It also comes with a short and a long comb to assist with different lengths while trimming. The user can continue to get the perfect cut with 100-minute battery life, powered by the lithium-ion battery inside. And when the user needs to maintain the sharp corners and cuts on the edges, the Gillette Fusion Pro Glider razor is available for that, which comes right inside the box of the trimmer. All of these products are simply put amazing at the job they are supposed to do, with each one specializing in something or the other. But all of them are quicker and better. Hence, if you have been looking to buy a new device for shaving and trimming needs, any of these would be highly recommended.
Let's take a quick break right now. When we come back, lots more happening. And now let's move on to something that I thought is an incredible idea, the A3 Charge power bank rental service. So, provides a very portable solution to our smartphone charging needs. These are charging units located in 500 plus locations across Delhi NCR, which have power banks slotted inside them. Everything works through an app. The app shows all of the charging points near the user. The user goes to the charging unit, scans the QR code, a power bank pops out of the slot for you to use. Once you're done, just go and return it to any other point and you're done. So great service, very well priced also. The power bank has inbuilt USB-C, Lightning and micro USB cables. So whatever is your need, it will actually work with that. All looks very, very good. This is how it works.
With phones running out of battery being a common problem while we're outside, and power banks being hard to carry everywhere we go, the solution required needs to be more of the on-the-go sort. And the service we're going to talk about today comes close to being that solution. This service is power bank rentals provided by a company called A3 Charge. It makes sure that you have a power bank no matter where you are and what you're doing. Let us study how it does that and whether it is any good or not. The way it works is that A3 Charge has multiple power units like these in multiple locations. To be specific, more than 500 in Delhi NCR. The user can directly download the app or get to the app by scanning the QR code on the screen of the charging unit when they find one. Once the app is downloaded, the user can choose any subscription plan available. Once that is done, the main screen of the app shows the map that has the location of all the charging units. Pressing on any of these pins shows the exact address of the charging point, how many power banks are available on it, and how many empty slots it has. Pressing the address opens Google Maps for the user to head to the location. Once the user reaches, they will find the charging unit with the QR code on it. Scanning the QR code with the app leads to a confirmation screen for the power bank to be issued. As soon as you press confirm, the power bank pops out of its slot. The power bank itself has a smart design. It will feel a bit too plasticky in the beginning, as much of the bright shade of red it has. It has 3 cables tucked inside it, with all of them ending in either Lightning, USB-C or micro USB, which has all possible phones covered, both old or new. The capacity is limited to 5000 mAh, which will charge most phones entirely. The design is good too, as it is slim, lightweight and can temporarily fit in a pocket, hence carrying it is easy. As soon as the power bank is issued, the screen shows the number of hours the user can use the power bank. Once the user is done charging, all they have to do is to go to any charging point near them with an empty slot. Once they arrive, they can put the power bank back into the slot and that is it. They will get a confirmation of the returned power bank within a few seconds. And with 500 plus locations in Delhi NCR, it is extremely easy to find a charging point within close proximity. The task of going to the charging point to return the power bank is required. Most branches of prominent chain stores like 24/7 have a charging unit, along with the Beer Cafe being a chain bar and cafe. Now the question left is, how much will it cost you? So there are 4 subscription plans. A basic plan starts at 69 rupees, which allows swaps of 2 power banks. Then comes the standard one, where 199 rupees allows for 30 swaps, followed by the elite plan, where 699 rupees gives you 150 swaps. All of these are valid for 6 months. The highest plan is the Pro, where 1198 rupees gets you unlimited swaps for the entire year. All plans except the Elite require a 499 rupees security deposit along with the amount, which serves as a refundable security deposit for the power bank being issued. While our experience with the service was excellent and comfortable, it also ended up making us feel secure about never running out of juice. And even though the Elite plan seems the most sensible one, the standard is the most practical one. Unless forgetting to charge your phone is a bad, unavoidable habit.
That then was the Gadget 360 show. What an incredible amount of things we've shown you, right? I mean, all the stuff from Apple, a great watch under 2,000 rupees, this power bank service, and really good trimmers from Gillette and Braun. But we've got even better stuff happening next week. I'll see you on that show.